Is Mexico safer than the U.S.? Hi, broadcasting not live from Mazatlan, Mexico. I'm Bill the Geek. This is the Bill Dallas Lewis channel, and we make videos about the joys of living in Mexico. I get statements, questions, comments, emails all the time, and people are telling me that they're scared to visit, live in, or move to Mexico. When we go live every Saturday, we have many subscribers that say, "Oh, I'm not telling my family or friends I'm moving to Mexico. They think I'm going to get killed." So I had to make this video to share a new group of information just for you. I'm going to share some shocking statistics, but don't take my word for it. Just go to Google and do a search for it, and it'll all come right up before your very eyes. Now, doing that search may be a problem for a lot of people because in the United States, you wouldn't believe it, but there are 32 million people that are functionally illiterate. That means they can't read or write. That's right, 32 million people in the United States cannot read or write. Shocking, isn't it? And for those of you that can read and write, look it up in Google. You'll find the same statistics. People leave me comments all the time. They tell me, but Mexico, they have so many drugs there with the cartels. It's just so dangerous with all those drugs. I've lived here almost 20 years. I don't do heroin. I don't snort cocaine. I've smoked maybe 4 joints since I've been here for 20 years. The funny thing is that Americans, citizens, they support the illegal drugs that come from all over the world into the United States. Americans love heroin, cocaine, and marijuana enough that they spend more than $150 billion a year to have these drugs brought in to the United States so they can shoot it up, snort it up, or smoke it up. $150 billion a year, but I guess that's not important. Americans spend more money on their beloved drugs than they do on Coca-Cola. Now, along with the drugs that they love, Americans love their guns. For every 100 people in the United States, there are 123 guns. There are more guns than people. That means there's about 400 million guns in the United States. And people like to use their guns. They use their guns to kill people. 60,000 people a year get killed by guns in the United States. 60,000. 30,000 of those 60,000 were people that shot themselves with guns. I guess you call that suicide. People aren't real happy after they do all them drugs and they can't read and everything. Please leave a comment. Tell us what you think. If you like the video, click the like button. If you know people that are scared about visiting, moving to, or living in Mexico, click the share button. People message me and email me and they say, well, I can't come to Mexico because so many people come up missing there. Yes, people do show up missing in Mexico. In fact, they say that 60 people a day in Mexico show up or go away missing. That's like 23,000 people a year. 23,000 people, that's a lot of people, isn't it? 23,000, wow. You think that's a lot of people? Well, if you look it up on Google, if you can read and write, about 600,000 people a year show up missing in the United States. That's 600,000 people every year. That comes to about 1,500 people a day. If you can read and write, look it up on Google. So yeah, 60 people a day show up missing in Mexico, but 1,500 people show up missing in the United States every day. We have a new Facebook group. It's called Mexico Expats. Bill Dallas Lewis. We're growing. Share your experiences, ask questions, and you'll have a good time. A link to the group is in the description below. Some people email me and they say, well, I'm not going to Mexico. Instead, I'm going to Las Vegas. In 2017, Las Vegas had the biggest mass shooting in the history of the United States. 50 people were killed and 500 people were injured by a single gunman. In 2023, there were 630 mass shootings. A mass shooting is described as when 4 or more people are killed. That's and that statistic is only for 11 months in 2023. That's 2 people every day are killed by some nut in the United States. So all of these are government statistics, or they come from the British Broadcasting Company or other sources. Just go to Google and look it up. So what can I tell people that are scared to come to Mexico to visit or live or move here? All I can say to these people is the United States is one of the most dangerous places to live in the world. Way more dangerous than Mexico. So if you're going to stay in the United States, watch your back. We go live every Saturday at 10 a.m. Central Time. People join us from all over the world, and we share our experiences with the joys of living in Mexico. Click that subscribe button and you'll get a notification and come join the fun with us. We have a new Facebook group. It's called Mexico Expats. Bill, Dallas, Lewis, we're growing. Share your experiences, ask questions, and you'll have a good time. A link to the group is in the description below. Thank you very much for watching and joining us today. There are so many myths about the dangers of living in Mexico. I just had to let it out. We have many more videos to come. Usually we're going to cities and pueblos in Mexico talking about how beautiful and wonderful and how safe it is. Click that subscribe button. We have many more videos to come, and we'll see you in the next video.